Welcome to all in online series of lectures on the subject biology. This series specially for 12th science students studied in Janta Shikshan Sanstha's Kishanveer Mahavidyalaya Y. These lectures presented by Sri Sushant Kumar Swami. Let us see today we discuss a new topic number 13, known as organisms and populations. This is very general topic. All the concepts in this topic are very common. Most of you already studied. You have known about that, like ecosystem, abiotic factor, biotic factors, abiotic components of ecosystem, like this thing. Now today we are going to discuss organisms and population. Let's see first organism, or first concept, organism. What is organism and what is its role in their environment, how it is lived in different kinds of environment, or how it faces the various factors, various changes takes place in environment, like these things. Let's see. You have already studied in school that ecosystem is, you have already studied ecosystem. Ecosystem is nothing but it is the study of interaction among the organism and between the organism and their physical environment. Ecosystem is nothing but it is a study of organism and interaction between organism and their physical environment, or abiotic factors. This ecological grouping of organism is nothing but ecological hierarchy. That's why we can say organism is a basic unit of ecological hierarchy. And these organisms, if we consider this organism is a basic point or unit point of total universe, then what's happened? The organisms come together, they form a definite structure. That structure is known as population. Means organisms form population. What is population? Population is nothing but it is a total number of individuals. Total number of individuals or organisms present in that habitat and geographical area in a particular time. Population is a definite point here. Habitat. If you are counting goats, then how will you count? There should be a habitat, means terrestrials. This is the habitat. Goats are terrestrial, that's why you can count it is a terrestrial habitat. You cannot count in the water, you cannot count in the air. Your area is limited. And geographical area means a limited area. You can't count goats into all universe, all of world. You have limited period. It means that you are counting the goats present in since 1st January 2020 to 1st February 2020 in Y area. You are counting the goats which are present 1st January to 1st February 2020 in Y area. How many goats are there? Later on, we don't know if they are increased or decreased. It may be due to exchange. Some goats are came from outside, some goods are goes outside, whatever may be, some are died, some are born, whatever it may change. That's why particular time is important. So population is total number of individuals present in a habitat and geographical area in a particular time. This is known as population, and it also indicates that this organism made a population. Let's see what is the hierarchy, ecological hierarchy. Ecological hierarchy, a base point of ecological hierarchy is organisms, and these organisms made a population. Populations, many populations come together, they forms a community, and many communities together come together, they form a biome. This is the ecological hierarchy: organism, population, community, and biome. These are the hierarchy of ecology. Let's see about the organism and the environment around, because these communities, plant community, animal community, or microorganism community, they are different types, but how they are react with, where they are, what is their habitat, how they are lived in that habitat. There are so many living organisms. There are animals, plants, microorganisms. Like such type of living organisms are seen, observed on the earth, and how they are lived in a particular area. For that, organism and environment around, we discuss this point. Ecology at the level of organization is basically study of animal or plant physiology. Ecology is the study of ecology, a study of organisms with related to physiological and physical adaptations according to surrounding environment. At organism level, base is the organism. That's why at organism level, how this animal react with surrounding environment, changing in environmental change, as well as how its body responds to that, how its physiological process takes place, the normal physiological process like BMR or rate of respiration, rate of heartbeat rate, like in animals, how these are functioning, how they are carried on their normal functions in changing conditions. This will be studied in ecology. Ecological study help us to understand. Ecological study help us to understand how the organisms are adapted to their environment. What I said earlier, physical adaptations means ecological study said to us what, how animals or plants adapted to their in their environment or in surrounding environment. They not only survive, it means that they adapt for the environment and they survive. They not only survive but multiplies their numbers, means increase their numbers, increase there in the population. How they it is possible, it will be studied by ecology. For this, we let's study about different ecological regions. You know, in previously you very well known about the rotation of earth around the sun and the tilt of its axis causes seasons. On the earth there are seasons. In case of our Indian continental, we face three seasons, that is summer, rainy and winter. These seasons, I mean, in these seasons there are the climatic changes are different, but all organisms present in this Indian subcontinent, these organisms are able to fight it, able to survive in the changes. How they are surviving? In which some are, in case of India, we discuss here are many types of environments. That is, first in case of Rajasthan, it is a drought area, it is desert, a less water, less rain. So how the plants and animals grows in this and survive in that particular area? Take one example. You know, cactus. In Marathi, cactus it is nudum. This cactus is a plant, and you know very well that each plant have its basic types, that is root, stem, leaves and flower. Then and then only we can call it as a plant. In case of cactus, what's happened? There is roots are there because it is still present in one place due to under the effect of storms or anything. It doesn't change its position. That's why it is fixed at place, and fixed at place means roots are there. Stem, I cannot stem. I can't see say stem as like other trees, other plants. And I also doesn't observe any type of leaves. You may say it's a green part, green and flattened part is the leaves, and on the leaves there are so many spines. But we must know that these cactus, it shows roots, it shows stems, it doesn't show any type of leaves. In some cactus family some small leaves are there, but they are different. But in cactus there is no leaves. Why leaves are not there? And why stem is become green? Because due to desert condition there is less water, and in each leaves a lower portion of leaves consists small opening known as stomata. These stomatal openings are the nodes of tree, and uh, by using this stomata gaseous exchange takes place. Not only gaseous exchange, as well as the tree or that plant removes excess water in the form of vapors, small droplets, and these water, excess water released from stomata in general tropical plants. But this, to avoid this, these leaves are modified into thorns or spines. Then question arises, what is the who done the function of photosynthesis? So chlorophyll is deposited in the stems, and the greener part is the stem, and they done the photosynthesis, and leaves become spine. Why become spine? Because in desert area there are less plants, an animal want to eat it. From the protection of that animal, spines are present on the leaves. This is a modification, this is the adaptation. This plant is adapted for the desert area. That's why the plant live there long time. As well as in case of animals, we can see a camel. It is a camel. He have long legs, means a belly. Try to belly take away from soil because soil is hot, and to avoid this legs are long. Like which there are so many characters are seen, that is the adaptations, and such type of areas are seen in our ecosystem or in our earth, that is desert, rainforest, grassland, tundra, etc. These are the various types of major biomes on the earth, and these, due to these, a regional or local variation takes place. It means variety of habitats and variety of animals are seen. Animals and plants are seen. Let's consider a previous example of cactus. It is a different from other plants, so it is varied. There is a variation. Change in there is no change. Change in all characters are not similar. Dissimilarity is there. That's why it is a variation. Such type of variation due to local and regional environment or any other factors, plant or animal take changes within it, that is variations are there. So number of variety is seen in organism. Not only organism, it's seen in habitats also. There are various habitats, such as in case of habitats, there is aquatic habitat, there is terrestrial habitat, there is arboreal habitat, aerial habitat. What is difference between arboreal and aerial? These animals can live on land as well as climb on trees. They are most of the time they utilize on the trees. Why? For the purpose of protection. So according to their habitats, variety of habitats are also made by these regional or local variations. Regional and local variations within each biome lead to formation of variety of habitats. Major biomes on the earth are shown, are seen in different regions, regional parts, or different biomes on the earth. That is, some are the desert area, African are the desert area, then grassland, then tropical forest, temperate forest, coniferous forest, and Arctic and alpine tundra. These are the different regions are observed on the earth. We can take another we can take for our convenience, take nearer examples, that is scorching deserts of Rajasthan, rainy soaked forest on northeastern states, and high mountain tops of Himalayas. Like example, let's we discuss about the desert area of Rajasthan. Then we go to these variations. Variations takes place in physiological, always physical changes. These variations may be physicochemical components, here we must remember that it is not only the physicochemical components that made the habitat of an organism, but the habitat also includes biotic components like plants, pathogens, parasites, and predators of organisms. There is variety. There is a number of other living organisms are also seen. They are, but all organisms are not similar. In which some are plants, some are pathogens, some are parasites, some are predators are also seen in that ecosystem. We assume that over a period of time, organism had through natural selection evolved adaptations to optimize its survival and reproduction in its habitat. Simple. All these things are there, and by these organism can face all these things. He interact with all these things. He interact with plants. He interact with pathogens. He interact with parasites, and he interact with predators. And he live in that ecosystem, and not only live, he also increase its number by using this. For example, we take an example of rabbit. Harrier rabbit. Rabbit. It is found in a forest ecosystem or grass ecosystem. There are trees, number of trees are there. There is many microorganisms are there. They try to enter inside the body and make infections. There are some predators like wolves, fox, dogs, or tigers, like animals. But they are the hunters. They are the predators. They kill them. But these rabbits are live in that ecosystem, and not only live, they also increase their numbers. They also increase their populations within it. Let us, before going to next concept, let it conclude in Marathi. आज आपण नवीन टॉपिक सुरू केला आणि या टॉपिकचं नाव ऑर्गॅनिझम अँड पॉप्युलेशन असं आहे. तुम्ही यापूर्वीच्या इयत्तांमध्ये इकोसिस्टीम, बायोटिक, अबायोटिक फॅक्टर यांचा स्टडी केलेला आहे. या स्टडी केलेला आहे असं आपण कन्सिडर करून पुढे चाललो आहे. आजच्या ह्याच्यात आपण काय करतोय की इकॉलॉजिकल हिरार्ची म्हणजे काय, एक उतरंड म्हणता येईल ती काय आहे ती पाहिली आपण. तर त्याच्यामध्ये बघा ऑर्गॅनिझम पासून काय ऑर्गॅनिझम एकत्र येतील त्यांच्यापासून काय तयार होईल, पॉप्युलेशन तयार होईल, पॉप्युलेशन्स एकत्र येतील त्याच्यापासून काय तयार होईल, तर कम्युनिटी तयार होईल, कम्युनिटी एकत्र येऊन त्यांच्यापासून बायोमास तयार होईल किंवा बायोमी तयार होईल. हे एक सर्वसाधारण ही जी हायरार्ची झाली, उतरण तयार झाली, याला आपण हिरार्ची म्हणतो. ही इकॉलॉजी संदर्भातली म्हणून इकॉलॉजिकल हायरार्ची म्हणतो. इकॉलॉजी बद्दल बोलताना मी असं म्हटलं की इकॉलॉजी म्हणजे की एखादा ऑर्गॅनिझम आहे, त्या ऑर्गॅनिझमशी त्याच्यामध्ये होणाऱ्या फिजिओलॉजिकल चेंजेस असतील किंवा फिजिकल चेंजेस असतील, हे चेंजेस त्याच्या भोवतीच्या एन्व्हायरमेंटनुसार होतात आणि त्याला तो ते कशा पद्धतीने रिॲक्ट करतो, हे जे त्याचा स्टडी केला जातो त्याला इकॉलॉजी म्हटलं जातं. आणि इकॉलॉजी हा स्टडी ॲट बेसिक लेवल म्हणजे ऑर्गॅनिझम लेवलवर केला जातो आणि ऑर्गॅनिझममध्ये होणारा स्टडी हा पण त्या ठिकाणी पाहतो. त्या ठिकाणी नुसता आपण त्या ॲनिमलचा किंवा प्लांटचा किंवा मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझमचा किंवा लिव्हिंग ऑर्गॅनिझमचा नुसता जगण्यासाठीची धडपड आहे किंवा टिकून राहणे, अस्तित्व टिकवण्यासाठी त्यांनी केलेले बदल यांचाच विचार नाही करत, तर ते त्यांची संख्या कशी वाढवतात ह्या बदलत्या परिस्थितीत याचाही आपण त्यात अभ्यास करतो. आता बदलत्या परिस्थितीत म्हणजे विचार करायचा झाला तर आपली पृथ्वीचा विचार केला तर पृथ्वीमध्ये निरनिराळे ऋतू असतात, सीझन आपण म्हणतो त्याला. भारताचा विचार केला तर भारतीय उपखंडाचा विचार केला तर या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला आपण मोसमी हवामानाच्या प्रदेशामध्ये राहतो. 3 ऋतू पाहायला मिळतात, उन्हाळा, पावसाळा आणि हिवाळा, हे 3 ऋतू असतात आणि या 3 ऋतूंमध्ये क्लायमॅटिक कंडिशन्स ही वेगवेगळी असते. आणि अशा बदलत्या परिस्थितीमध्ये टिकून राहायचं, स्वतःची संख्या वाढवायची, यासाठी प्राण्यानं जे काही किंवा वनस्पतीने जे काही बदल केले असतील यांचा आपण विचार इथं करतो. एवढंच नाही तर मी एक उदाहरण घेतलं की वाळवंटाचं. वाळवंटामध्ये जर तुम्ही बघितलं, राजस्थानचा भाग हा वाळवंटाचा भाग आहे आणि या राजस्थानच्या भागामध्ये तुम्ही जर बघितलं तर तुम्हाला निवडून पाहायला मिळतील. निवडून काय आहे तर एक वनस्पती आहे. वनस्पती म्हटलं की त्या वनस्पतीला रूट म्हणजे मूळ, खोड, पान, फूल हे भाग असतात. रूट, स्टेम, लीव्स, फ्लावर हे भाग असतात. पण तुम्ही जर ते निवडणुकाला बघितलं तर तुम्हाला काहीच जाणवत नाही यातलं रूट कोणतं, स्टेम कोणतं, कारण बाकीच्या वनस्पतीच्या तुलनेत त्याला स्टेम दिसतच नाही. तुम्ही म्हणता याला स्टेम नाही आहे, याला डायरेक्टली पान आहेत, पण तसं नाही आहे. वस्तुस्थिती काय आहे, रूट्स आहेत, एका जागेवर स्थिर आहे म्हणजे रूट्स आहेत. त्याचं जे स्टेम आहे त्या स्टेमचं रूपांतर आपण स्टेममध्ये काय केलं, क्लोरोफिल साठवलं. त्यामुळे स्टेमला आपण कुठलं काम दिलं, फोटोसिंथेसिस काम दिलं. असं का केलं तर पानांचं आपण मॉडिफिकेशन केलं. पानांचं रूपांतर आपण स्पाइन्समध्ये केलं. का पानं आपण नष्ट केली तर पानं काय करत होती, शरीरात जास्त झालेलं पाणी हे सोडून देत होते. गॅसेस एक्सचेंज करण्यासाठी टोमॅटो ओपनिंगच असतात, पण त्याच्याबरोबर हा काय करत होता, पाणी पण सोडत होता. आणि पाणी सोडणं हे वाळवंटात राहणाऱ्या किंवा कमी पावसाच्या प्रदेशात राहणाऱ्या कुठल्याही प्लांटला परवडत नव्हतं, म्हणून त्याने ते बदल केले. हे ॲडॅप्टेशन झालं आणि अशा ॲडॅप्टेशनमध्ये तो टिकून राहतो, कसा वाढतो. तुम्ही उंटाचा विचार केला तर उंटाचं सुद्धा बघा, उंटाचे पाय लांब असतात, पोट जमिनीपासून लांब नेतो, मान लांब असते, जबडे कठीण असतात. हे सगळं कशाचं आहे तर त्या वाळवंटात राहण्यासाठी त्यानं स्वतःमध्ये केलेले बदल आहेत. आणि या बदलांचा याला फिजिकल अडॅप्टेशन म्हणतात. किंवा अंतर्गत काय असतील, आता अंतर्गत बदल फिजिओलॉजिकल असेल. फिजिओलॉजिकलचं एक्झाम्पल घ्यायचं झालं तर मी असं म्हणू शकतो की त्याचं लूप ऑफ हेनले लांब असतं. का तर मॅक्झिमम वॉटर ॲब्सॉर्ब करायचं आहे, म्हणून लूप ऑफ हेनले वाळवंटी प्रदेशात असणाऱ्या प्राण्यांचं लांब असतं. म्हणजे असे जे काही बदल आहेत या बदलांचा अभ्यास आपण या इकॉलॉजीमध्ये करतो. आणि या सीझन्समुळं मग रेनफॉल असेल, स्नो असेल, यासारखे घटक असतील, यांच्यामुळं जे काही बदल होतील प्राण्यांमध्ये, त्या प्राण्यांमध्ये असतील, वनस्पतीमध्ये असतील, मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिझममध्ये बदल, त्या बदलांचा आपण इथं अभ्यास करतोय. मग सीझनल प्रेसिपिशनचा जर विचार केला, रेनफॉल आणि स्नो यांचा जर विचार केला तर काही ठिकाणी बर्फ पडतं, काही ठिकाणी पाऊस भरपूर पडतो, काही ठिकाणी कमी पडतो. याच्या आधारावर पृथ्वीवर काय केलेत, 4 आपल्याला सर्वसाधारण बायोमीज तयार झालेले पाहायला मिळतील. मग त्याच्यामध्ये रेन फॉरेस्ट असेल, त्यानंतर ग्रासलँड असेल, त्यानंतर ट्रॉपिकल फॉरेस्ट असेल, त्यानंतर टेम्परेट फॉरेस्ट असेल, कॉनिफेरस फॉरेस्ट असेल, आणि आर्टिक आणि अल्पाईन टुंड्रा असतील. असे प्रदेश निर्माण झाले. त्या प्रदेशाच्या आधारे आपण त्या ठिकाणी त्या प्रदेशात राहणाऱ्या प्राण्यांनी किंवा वनस्पतींनी स्वतःमध्ये काय बदल करून घेतले आणि या बदलांचा आपण अभ्यास करतोय. आता हे बदल रिजनल आणि लोकल व्हेरिएशन्समुळे झाले. रिजनल म्हणजे तुम्ही एखाद्या प्रदेशामध्ये असणार, प्रदेशामध्ये विशिष्ट प्रत्येक प्रदेशाची वेगळी वैशिष्ट्ये असतात, प्रत्येक याचं वेगवेगळं हे असतं, हवामान बदलानुसार त्या ठिकाणी त्या पद्धतीचं असतं. तुम्ही साऊथमध्ये गेला, दक्षिण भारतात गेला तर तुम्हाला तिकडची माणसं काळी जास्त दिसतील, त्यामुळे उत्तर भारतात गेलं तर गोरी दिसतील. हा जो फरक आहे हा त्या ठिकाणी बदलातला फरक आहे. असे रिजनल लोकल व्हेरिएशन्समुळे काय झालं, व्हरायटीज तयार झाल्या. आणि नुसत्या व्हरायटीज तयार झाल्या तर व्हरायटी ऑफ हॅबिटॅट्स तयार झाले. व्हरायटी ऑफ हॅबिटॅटमध्ये घ्यायचं उदाहरण तर तुम्ही बघा, हॅबिटॅटमध्ये कसं असतं, ॲक्वियस हॅबिटॅट पाण्यामध्ये राहणारे प्राणी, टेरेस्ट्रियल जमिनीवर राहणारे प्राणी, अर्बोरियल वृक्षचर प्राणी, एरियल हवेत संचार करणारे प्राणी. ही जी हॅबिटॅट्स आहेत ही हॅबिटॅट्स त्या त्या पद्धतीच्या ह्याच्यामध्ये निर्माण झालेली आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतात. आता हे सगळे हॅबिटॅट आणि त्या ठिकाणी असणारा ऑर्गॅनिझम आहे हा याच्यामध्ये फिजिओ केमिकल चेंजेस असतील किंवा फिजिकल चेंजेस असतील, हे चेंजेस त्या पर्टिक्युलर हॅबिटॅटमुळं होत गेले, त्या ठिकाणच्या परिस्थितीमुळे होत गेले, हे आपण आत्तापर्यंत पाहिलं. त्यानंतर आपण पुढचा कन्सेप्ट पाहूया. त्याच्यामध्ये पहिला मुद्दा घेऊया आपण, तो म्हणजे हॅबिटॅट अँड नेचर. नेचर अँड हॅबिटॅट. हॅबिटॅट is a natural living place of animal. Why I am called as a natural living place? Because any animal or any plant, any living organism live on that land who gives him shelter, within the shelter protection is also there, and food and water easily. हे बघा, हॅबिटॅट म्हणजे प्राण्याची असेल किंवा वनस्पतीची अशी जागा असते ज्या ठिकाणी त्यांना सुरक्षित वाटेल, अन्न आणि पाणी लवकर मिळेल अशा ठिकाणी ते राहतात, त्याला हॅबिटॅट म्हणतो आपण. मग हॅबिटॅट आणि नेचर मध्ये काय फरक आहे बघूया. हॅबिटॅट इज अन एरिया where a species lives and interact with other factors. It may be biotic or abiotic. While nature will be, nature is a concept. Habitat is a area, but nature is a concept. Nature is concept. What concept? How organisms lives or survives in the environment. Habitat said the particular organism lived in that area and it will be react. For example, a tiger lives in forest. It lives in forest ecosystem. Tiger lives in forest. He will be wandering here and there. He hunting other animals, kill it and eat it. If forest becomes thinner, previously it is thick forest, dense forest, it become thinner. Trees are cutted or some due to another reason trees become lesser. He tried to escape, he tried to adjust it. He interact with, in rainy season he interact with temperate season. All these change in temperature, change in water areas, water bodies. He search it. He search where the water found. Where is a proper protective place, living place? Where are the so many animals easily I can hunt? These area he selected. This is the habitat. What is the nature? Niche or niche? Niche is, what is niche? Niche is organisms lives and survive in the environment. How? How organism lives? If there is a drought, then how the animals and plants lives in that environment? What they do? How they water search? How they get the waters in that condition? That will be a concept and that is considered under niche. Habitat consists numerous niches. In single habitat there are number of niches are there. There are number of concepts. Different animals have different ways to fight against that particular parameters are observed in particular environment. If the drought area there are two types of species, that is fishes and animals. The species react with other ways. Tiger react with different way. Elephants, they also react with their own ways. Likewise, there are so many niches are seen in single habitat. In niche, there is no content like this components. Such type of components are not because niche is the concept which depend on organism lives or survive in that environment. There is only one thing, how it lives, how it survives. That is. In case of habitat, effect of temperature, rainfall and other abiotic factors are seen. Rainfall, there are in this year there are heavy rainfall and in all area there is flood. Then what happen in forestry ecosystem? Flood is there, many of animals flow in the flood. How they try to survive? They try to survive. Their reaction is these abiotic factors, temperature, rainfall, snow, etc. In niche, flow of energy from organism through one organism to other through ecosystem. How energy flow? It means that from the producer to primary consumers to secondary consumers to tertiary consumers, like this. This concept studied in the niche. Habitat support numerous species. numerous species. Niche support single species at a time. Yes, we discussed previously. In niche, only one species, tiger, how to react to drought and flood condition. We doesn't discuss about other. But in habitat, number of species are there, and we consider all these, how goats react with these changes, how elephants react with changes, how tigers react with changes. All these species are discussed at a time, but here a single species is considered at a time. Habitat is a physical phase. Yes, we can say this one is the habitat. This is the forest habitat. This is the water habitat. We can say. So this is physical space. Niche is activity performed by organism. Niche, this is activity performed by organism. How organism react with that particular phase, that is niche. So it is not physically. Habitat is not species specific. Habitat doesn't have any species specific. It means that water habitat is only for whales, or it is only for scallops, or it is only for mackerel, it is only for Labiorhita. We doesn't say. Water habitat, all types of species are seen. Okay, inside fish, lobsters, crabs, like number of species are seen inside the water habitat. But niche is species specific, means it niche is species specific. The how these animals, we are taking the consideration of example, previous example, that is tiger, how tiger react with change in temperature, change in water level in the water bodies, change in the different its preys, how it survive in changing. That's why it is species specific. Tiger have different niche, as well as rabbit have different niche. All these things. Before going to end, we must conclude in Marathi or summarized in Marathi what we will study. हे पहा, आता आपण हॅबिटॅट आणि निचे या दोघांचा काय पाहिला, तर एक फरक पाहिला. हॅबिटॅट म्हणजे काय, तर हॅबिटॅट म्हणजे हा एक जागा असते किंवा भाग असतो ज्या भागामध्ये त्या स्पेसीज राहतात, आणि नुसत्या राहत नाही तर त्या भागातल्या कुठल्या बायोटिक असतील, अबायोटिक फॅक्टर असतील, त्यांच्याबरोबर काय करतात, इंटरॅक्ट करतात आणि वाढतात. निचे म्हणजे काय, तर निचे ही कन्सेप्ट आहे. ही कन्सेप्ट काय सांगते, ही फक्त कन्सेप्ट बघते तो प्राणी जगण्यासाठी कशा पद्धतीची धडपड करतो हे निचेमध्ये पाहिलं जातं. निचे एखाद्या हॅबिटॅटमध्ये अनेक निचे असू शकतात, पण निचे मध्ये फक्त निचेच ही कन्सेप्टच असल्यामुळे त्या ठिकाणी हॅबिटॅट असू शकत नाहीत. असं काही नाही निचेमध्ये हॅबिटॅट असतात. निचे हे निचेच असतात, आणि निचेच हॅबिटॅटमध्ये असल्यामुळं एका हॅबिटॅटमध्ये अनेक निचे प्राय असू शकतात. हॅबिटॅटमध्ये इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर, रेनफॉल आणि अदर ओबायोटिक फॅक्टर याचा इम्पॅक्ट होतो. यांच्याबद्दलचे इंटरॅक्शन्स त्या ठिकाणी विचारात घेतले जातात. निचेमध्ये फ्लो ऑफ एनर्जीचा विचार केला जातो. आता बघा, वाघ फॉरेस्ट इकोसिस्टीममध्ये राहतो, फॉरेस्ट टेरेस्ट्रियल हॅबिटॅटमध्ये राहत असेल. टेरेस्ट्रियल हॅबिटॅटमध्ये राहत असताना तिथली जर वनस्पती संख्या कमी व्हायला लागली तो त्या ठिकाणी राहणार आहे का, तर तो कसा राहत असेल. कारण वनस्पती संख्या कमी झाली की सशांची संख्या कमी झाली, गवत कमी झालं मग ससे कमी झाले, ससे कमी झाले मग वाघाचं पक्ष कमी झालं. हा इम्पॅक्ट कुठेतरी होत राहणार आहे ना. त्यामुळं त्या ठिकाणी टेम्परेचर या सगळ्या गोष्टीचा विचार तिथे केला जातो. इथं फक्त एनर्जी फ्लोचा विचार केला जातो. हॅबिटॅटमध्ये एका वेळेस अनेक स्पेसीज असू शकतात. निचेमध्ये फक्त एका वेळेस एकाच स्पेसीचा विचार करते. हॅबिटॅट सारख्या सगळ्या स्पेसीज विचारात घेत नाही. आणि हॅबिटॅट हे फिजिकली आहे, म्हणजे आपण प्रत्यक्षात दाखवू शकतो, भौतिक अवस्था आहे. नीचे ही कन्सेप्ट आहे, म्हणजे संकल्पना आहे. हा दोन्हीतला फरक आपण लक्षात ठेवायचा. हॅबिटॅट स्पेसिफिक असतं, म्हणजे एका विशिष्ट स्पेसिससाठी हॅबिटॅट असत नाही. अनेक स्पेसिस त्याच्यामध्ये येऊ शकतात. म्हणजे वॉटर हॅबिटॅटचा जर विचार केला तर वॉटर हॅबिटॅटमध्ये तुम्हाला मासे पाहायला मिळतील, झिंगे पाहायला मिळतील, खेकडे पाहायला मिळतील, यासारखे वेगवेगळे स्पेसिस पाहायला मिळतील. पण नीचे मात्र एका स्पेसिससाठी एकच असते. म्हणजे वाघानं जगण्यासाठी काय केलं एवढंच आपण बघतो. त्या ठिकाणी आपण हत्तीनं काय केलं याचा विचार त्यात घेत नाही. नीचे वाघासाठी नीचे वेगळा असेल, हत्तीसाठी वेगळा असेल. आणि आपण कन्क्लूडच्या पॉईंटला आलो आहे. लेट्स कन्क्लूड इट टुडेज टाइप्स ऑफ नीचे. देर आर 3 टाइप्स ऑफ नीचे. स्पॅटियल और हॅबिटॅट नीचे. Second one is tropical niche, and third one is multi-dimensional niche. But we discuss these points in my next lecture. Today my lecture is so lengthy, that's why I'll stop here. See you in next lecture.